All right.
Uh-oh.
Nah, I didn't have much to say.
Hello, Pat.
What is going on? How are you?
I'm good. How are you? We
You look
never ask
festive.
each other. Thank
You look festive.
I do. It's really nice. It's a nice little
It's a
get
nice
up.
get up. It's like what them girls with the bananas on their head be wearing.
Chiquita?
Yeah, Chiquita. It's very tropical.
Yeah, I like it. They're gonna be like, those straps were hanging on for dear life. And
Your straps be breaking?
I typically,
What was that?
I was about to say for the first time, they actually are. Because typically I don't wear straps that have to hold me up. Because if they typically have to hold me up, they're going to break.
Mm-hmm.
So I've kind of graduated from that. It just looked like it most of the time. These are actually load bearing. Like,
What you mean? Like they're just strong?
it's like they're holding. Yeah. Because this fabric, it looks stretchy. It's a two-way stretch. It's not a four-way stretch. So this is doing some work.
There should
right
be
now.
like strap enforcers for y'all. Like a little strip of metal that can enforce the strap. Make sure it don't pop.
Well, it's about right here. So is that what you're talking about?
No,
Where it
like something you could
connects?
buy separately to like steel enforce some straps.
Also like an extra strap.
Like a little attachment for heavy chesters.
Yeah, the thing is they don't know who's gonna wear what, you know? So
That's what I'm saying. If you had a whole line of steel enforced spaghetti straps for the big Momoas.
big gazwarbas.
The big Jazukas. I think that'd be a good business model, you know?
Yeah.
It's kind of like how
technically this is too small for me. Technically, this is too small for me. Yeah, but I mean, I wear it because it's an extra large. That's the size that I wear. But that's the size that I wear in everything else on my body. My boobs.
What?
Are like 2X, 3X.
3X? 3X what? Dress?
No. I can't fit a 3X dress because of the rest of my body. But if it was just like a sports bra, sports bras 3X. Nike has them, but
bras came in 3X, 4X, 5X.
It's like sports bras. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So like they have like t-shirt bras, sports bras, stuff like that. That's just only for this area. Come in like extra small through whatever XL.
That's crazy.
And for me, if it's just this, then I'm going 2X, 3X. But the only thing is, once it'll cover, but once it gets to the waist area, it's super loose. So then it kind of like, they're like falling out the bottom because it's not tight enough underneath. You
should have a big titty podcast called Tit Talk. I'll film it. And you should just invite all your friends.
Tit Talk?
With Tit Talk. You got to keep it classy.
Tit Talk.
Not Tit Talk like TED Talk. Tit Talk, all one word, you know. But it's Titty Talk, you know. That could be the nickname.
Okay.
And then you just invite a bunch of baddies.
With big ass titties.
Big old boobs. And y'all just talk about
boobs.
What big titty women have to endure. Titty sweat, buying bras, running.
Jumping.
Because
we definitely can't do jumping jacks.
Just cardio, you know? Anything, flapping.
Flapping?
Just the
titty flap?
Just the general issue of too much flapping.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Just all the stuff that you guys go through and just some sprinkled in stuff that I want to hear you talk about.
What should be the first topic? You as a man tell me if you were listening to Tit Talk and we're episode 1. What's the first subject you want us to talk about?
The ins and the outs, the good and the bad. what's the best part about having big titties and what's the worst part? Because you guys already cornered the market for girls with big titties. They're gonna watch, right? But then it's the men and the girls with small titties.
Okay.
We want to inquire, like, what are some issues? You know, I didn't know that stuff, half that stuff that you just said. So it's like, you know,
I'm gonna help you out real fast. I'm gonna help you out.
Help
you don't
me
have
out?
to. Yeah.
I was
So
pitching
the best
a show.
part, I know, but I'm just telling you because, like you, others might want to know the answer to that too. That's why I asked for one. The best part is they're beautiful. They're beautiful. They're comfortable.
That got to be the second half of the episode, so we can end on a good note. You know.
Yeah. The worst part, I would say, and people will argue me here. I'll say the worst part for me, and then the worst part for others. The worst part to me would be the sweat. The sweat, because
wet melons.
Yes, it's like you could take 3 steps sometimes. It's really, really hot down there. So that's the worst part. And if you have on an outfit, like I just posted a video that did hella numbers, where I was out. You were there. And my titties started sweating and it started showing through my outfit. And I was just like, and I had, you didn't know this, but
warm event.
I had paper towels underneath already. And it was like soaked through the paper towels.
Ew.
Like, so I had to keep going in and
sold that
wash
sweat to these nasty freaks.
You know what? A lot of people said that. I think the worst part for a lot of other women would be the back issues. The back issues. And that's mainly, and I tell a lot of women because they ask me, like, how doesn't your back hurt like that? And I'm just like, because I grew up strengthening my back from sports and stuff like that. So it's almost like muscle memory because it's never had a break. So it's always had to be strong.
So more than likely, people who opt into big titties with surgery can't handle it. Whereas... you're like Bane, like I was born in the darkness, you know, like you grew up in it. So you
I would say
it.
Beyond that, yes, but beyond that, playing collegiate sports, having to do like crazy workouts to strengthen your back versus just, you know, existing and just doing regular stuff. I, along the way, strengthened it beyond what maybe just a regular girl with big ass titties would. And so, so for me, I kind of upheld that. But there's a lot of women who, you know, may not be athletes like that and just, you know, were born well endowed. And sometimes it's like a growth spurt. It just be like, boom, one day here and then the next is like, God damn. You know, so when it happens like that, it's like your body is like, holy shit, because you like damn near malfunctioning trying to get used to these newfound bazonkas, you know.
Shoulder strength.
Yeah.
That shoulder strength.
I think when it comes to that, like, yeah, that lower back or the shoulders, I have experienced that too.
There's positives too.
There's positive. People like to they're aesthetically pleasing.
Titty privilege, not pretty privilege. You guys have titty privilege.
That. Yes, that. And they're beautiful and they're comfortable. And I sometimes I like to, you know.
You rest on them? I get this one, but this?
And they float.
Right, but the one hand, you could just rest like that? Like a desk?
Do you see how it comes over the side too? So it has...
Okay.
A lot of people, you know, will sit like
a
this.
chest stabilizer.
They're very comfortable and squishy, and they're comforting. They're motherly, you know.
They give you a little hug at all times. I feel it.
And they float. That's nice too. That's really cool.
You'll never drown.
That's how I do my breast exams.
By letting them float
in the pool. Yeah, because I feel like, you know, a regular breast exam, you lay on your back and you're supposed to, like, you know, use your fingers to go around it to make sure there's no lumps and stuff like that. But when they get so big up in there, it's kind of hard to feel in there. But when you get in the pool or the water, you know, they kind of softened up a little, hacks. They float, and then you can really like feel in there more so. And Just give you a little
important.
titty lesson. I think a
That's
lot of people
important.
might like to hear it. So if you
Make
did,
sure you're feeling for lumps.
Mhm.
Make sure you grabbing some titties.
So
Might
that's
save a
what we-
life.
that's what we would talk on the first episode of To Talk.
Okay.
hmm Wow. So
I don't know how I feel
you-
about the show anymore.
Damn.
That seems like that could just be an Instagram post, you know. To talk. That could be like a little weekly.
No, I'm done.
You know what I'm saying? That could
That's
be like
it.
a weekly how the shade room be.
Blame Patrick for the show not coming to fruition. There you go.
You wouldn't have made that
I over here, I just gave y'all some resting, some bops, some
show. That's what I'm saying. No. I think it could be a cool show.
no, fuck all that. Done.
Thick facts. Let's get into some thick facts because we were just talking about feeling around for lumps. I have an interesting story that involves tumors.
Oh wow.
So in 1984, a woman.
What the fuck? What was that? Oh my
It's
god.
my 80s move. A woman started hearing a voice in her head. Okay.
Mhm.
The voice told her that she had a brain tumor,
Ooh.
where the tumor was, and how to treat it.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
So she just heard a voice that was like, yo, you got a tumor. Here's where it was. Here's how to treat it.
Okay.
No symptoms. No symptoms at all. Doctors eventually ordered tests and found a tumor where the voice said it would be.
Wow.
That seems like that's definitely paranormal to me. Says the woman who had no previous psychological problems first heard a voice while at home reading, which asked her not to be afraid. Fearing she had gone mad, she sought medical help. The woman appeared to be cured after receiving counseling and medication, but while on holiday, her hallucination returned. This time, there were two voices. They told her to return to England immediately because there was something wrong with her. Back in London, the voices gave her an address to go to, the brain scan department of a large London hospital. The woman persuaded her husband to drive her there. A brain tumor was discovered, which was duly removed, after which she made a full recovery. As she regained consciousness after the operation, she heard the voices for the final time. They told her, "We are pleased to have helped you. Goodbye." Couple
That's
scary things.
Kind of insane.
Couple scary things. Number one, the voice, period. Number
Right.
two voices. I can't imagine that because if I thought a voice was in my head, it would probably be my voice. So for me to recognize there was two voices, it would have to
What was
be
it like? Yeah, bitch, you need to go to the
right.
you
Like
need to
I
go
agree.
to the doctor.
What you mean?
Like,
I
what you
agree.
mean? I agree. Like you better listen to
Like,
us. Like
do they sound different or do they have just two completely point of views? So you assume it's two people talking. Then the address is crazy. If it's just like, yo, we in your head, there's something wrong, get it checked out. That's one thing. But like, yo, go
A physical
here
address is
specifically. And then on top of that, a lot of times when you have voices, A, they're not trying to help. And B, they don't leave when you're done. So the fact that they were like, all right, we're done. Goodbye. That is like the most.
Do you believe in this kind of stuff?
I do believe in guardian angels.
Mhm.
So if this was like a guardian angel type of situation, they found out how to tap in directly, you know? But other than that, if you don't believe it in a religious aspect, this could literally be your brain helping yourself. You can't count out the fact that maybe she didn't know it, but she was tuned in to a different part of herself to the point where the two voices scares me. If it was a voice like, yo, something's wrong with us,
Right.
I'd be like, damn, that was my soul, my brain, whatever. But two voices is why I kind of like lean towards this is paranormal. This is a spirit that's trying to help you, an angel, something like that, because I can't scientifically explain this, especially if there was no symptoms and there was an actual address that she claims she didn't know what that was before. So I, as someone who believes in God and believes in paranormal, when I hear things like this, I don't go out of my way to try to disprove it. I just be like, God is good.
Have you ever heard a different voice in your head when that wasn't your own?
I can't say I have. I think that even if it seemed like I had a thought or an idea, that's the thing. I can't picture having voices in your head because my thoughts are talking.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like, and to me, that's me. And when it's like meditation or working out or something where you have to calm your brain,
Mm-hmm.
that's me calming my own thoughts in my head,
Mm-hmm.
I think. So it's hard to say what would be another voice, especially two. Would that mean like it sounds different? It feels different. I don't know what that means, but I don't think I've experienced
I
it.
have, but it only said my name. I've heard another voice. I've heard my name in my head with a different voice, but I've never heard no message or nothing like that.
You sure it wasn't a ghost that actually said something?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. But I don't know like what the significance of that would be. I'm like,
So you had what she had, but it was useless. They
it
didn't
was
give you
useless.
no message.
No info.
They just got
Could have gave me the lottery numbers. But you know what? They say that we only use 10% of our brain or something like that. So we're only tapped into that. So
other
maybe
90% talking.
right. What the hell? So
Damn.
maybe she's tapped in. Her
That's what
body
I'm
is tapped
thinking.
into the other side where the brain is like her brain is a little supercomputer that was just like beep boop beep bop beep boop beep.
It boils down to her.
Mhm.
Either she's super tapped in with something that we can't do, or somebody's looking out for her. You know.
Or what if it was aliens that was communicating with her telepathically because
Why would they care what's going on in her body though?
because maybe she had been abducted by them and she was an experiment for them. So they needed her to live. So telepathically, they're like, we know what's going on in there. Go here because we know about, we know how to get this fixed. Go here, get that taken care
No.
of. That's why they knew
I don't
the
like this
address.
one.
That's how they knew the address to give her. You know what I'm saying? And they're like, damn, this bitch got another one. Like,
unless she did this whole news story without mentioning that, I'm gonna say.
but she
no.
don't know.
It was like a secret abduction.
Yeah.
A lot of times niggas be telling like, yo, I got abducted. And then I heard these voices. So unless she was like, didn't want to seem crazy, which she immediately would have.
What if they say you can't tell nobody that it was us?
The alien said that?
Mhm.
Then why would it be in the news?
No, I'm saying this is my thing. Like, what if that happened? You know what I'm saying? It could. You believe in aliens?
Of course.
Do you think that they abduct people?
I could see it. We abduct animals and tag them and bring them and send them back so we can watch them.
There's some famous story about a woman who was abducted. I think it was back in the 80s, was it? And they put a chip in her nose. And when they went and did, like, she got a scan, it showed the microchip in her nose, but she had never had any type of, like, nose surgery.
Was it our technology or we didn't recognize it?
I have to watch.
Well, that's
watch
the big
whole
part,
thing
ain't it?
through. But
her having a chip is scary, but where'd the chip come from?
It's a famous story from back then, so it was all on the news. I think on Netflix right now there's a documentary about it. Yeah.
All right, what you got? Enough of me.
Mine is just a cute little fact, and it's very quick. When you were born, you were briefly the youngest person on the planet.
I saw this. Duh.
The current birth rate is about 4.17 births. What's the 17? Births per second. Assuming that the births are randomly distributed. We're looking at one every 4.17 seconds. So for 4 seconds, maybe?
That's not even a fun amount of time.
You were the youngest person on the planet. It's very cool.
That's like me leaving and walking back in and be like, I'm the first nigga to walk in this room in the last 10 seconds.
Hey, if we all celebrated the little things in life like that, maybe we'd have more joy.
Hey, look, out of 7, how many billion people are there?
I think it's 7 or 8
billions
of people.
8
billion
on this earth. Think about this. I'm the only nigga with dreads on a podcast called Thick Threads going like this with a mason jar.
You are.
One of one.
Or maybe you might
One
not
of
be.
one.
It might be a parallel universe.
Look at this. I'm the only nigga on earth with the yellow hat balancing water.
And do you feel good?
Look at that.
That
Yeah.
is going to be the thumbnail.
First nigga on earth. Or no, sorry, not first.
Can
Only
you do
nigga
that
on earth
again
to
and
do
face
that.
the camera? I just,
Like I said, only nigga on earth. Can't repeat. No repeat.
well, I get it. Yeah.
All right. My thread. What's a not safe for work confession that you've been dying to share anonymously?
That's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. All right. I kind of like that one a lot.
Mm-hmm. I already know. I know how left it can go in the comments. All right. What's a not safe for work confession you've been dying to share anonymously?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
My mom bought me a build your own sock monkey kit. Could probably guess where this is going. This was Christmas when I was 13. I started it, but I stopped. One night, I saw it just sitting there with the bottom open where cotton was stuffed into it. I fucked it.
Oh my God.
Then, in a fit of remorse and guilt, buried it in the backyard at night.
What?
Years later, my dog dug it up and brought it inside. My mom has questions, but I had no answers, only silence.
You got to blame it on the dog at that point. Be
You
like,
got-
he buried it and dug it up. Like,
Lucky there was no DNA kit. First of all,
what the fuck is a sock monkey?
the-
Those?
I
Oh,
think.
the little puppet things kind of
no,
look.
probably not, because if you
Just-
put cotton in it, then your hand wouldn't go in it. So maybe
Mhm.
it's the concept of this, but it's tied at the or knitted at the bottom, so it's like actual monkey.
He
I've never heard of
fucked
it.
So
But it's like the craziest part is that you had just regular socks. That's like apparently a big. I've never actually jacked off into a sock, but apparently that's a big thing with some little
Mhm.
boys is like using the same sock to have
Right.
sex with. So
and
the
that's
fact
why when
that
their mom goes in to do their laundry, they'd be
There's
like,
they're crunchy.
yeah, that's
I never.
horrifying.
Yeah, that's crazy to me. Because also my mom did my laundry when I was a kid, so it's like I don't want her to find that. But you had other socks that you could have did it in. Why do it into the one that looks like a monkey? Do you need a face, even if it was an animal? Crazy.
Why
Why'd
not
you
just
bury it?
why not at least rinse it off? You know,
He
like
fucked it and buried it. That's a serial killer.
right?
That's a
Like,
serial killer. I wonder what the dog smelled.
Ew.
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 Years ago, I was fixing a lag issue with my boyfriend's parents' computer. His dad was the pastor of his church. I was tracking where they downloaded malware, and I noticed a ton of sites in browser history about using vegetables as sex toys.
Oh,
The next day, they had us help them with their backyard garden.
don't.
They were growing rows of carrots and cucumbers.
I knew cucumbers was gonna be one of them.
My boyfriend kept asking me why I was so quiet, and I didn't have the heart to ever say why.
You know,
Pastor's crazy.
probably pickled that cucumber.
That's disgusting. You think it was the moms or the dads? They said the boyfriend's parents.
I would think mom, but it could be dad too, because you never know what people's into. But it makes you think like, how many meals have I eaten at this house, and they've utilized, you know,
Oh, some of the utensils or the food, you're thinking?
rinsed it or washed it off, and
I'm not a big fan of eating at people's houses.
No.
I think if I'm going to go over there, we can order or go out to eat. But like,
I've been traumatized by social media.
yeah, but also sometimes you see it in real life. You see
Yeah.
just how people are like at base level.
Yeah.
And that sometimes doesn't align.
You can, if you just watch someone cook, you'll see you'll see where they would get an F.
Yeah. And it's like, oh, and this is you in front of us.
Right.
Yeah.
So you know if they bring it to you. Oh.
Someone said I had a phone name too. Oh, wait, sorry. That's the edit. So my first job at 18 was a phone sex operator. I had a phone name too. It was Trish. This was in the late 90s. I had a headset and everything. It was all done by phone. Online chat hadn't become an industry widely used platform yet. We had male employees too. The company kept track of our average call times. I usually made the top of the list, a life achievement I proudly carry with me to this day. A lot of weird stories from that time. Also, if you've ever gotten a tarot reading from a hotline psychic, good chance you're speaking to a phone sex operator who got promoted to what we call the other side, which was literally the other side of the call center.
No way.
That makes sense. Why would they separate those two businesses? It's the same thing, just different halls.
Wow.
That's kind of crazy.
So they're like, okay, if you're able to keep them on here, because, you know, they pay what?
With sex?
99 cents a minute?
Then you can keep them on with some bullshit.
Right.
So you mean, you are Miss Cleo.
Oh, don't go into
Before
Miss
that,
Cleo.
she was like, fuck me now. Before call me now. Fuck me now for a free coming. For a free squirting.
Ew. That wasn't part of her documentary, goddammit.
She was a scam artist, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because she fucking walked from one side of the office to the other, and now she's a psychic all of a sudden.
She was a famous. You know what? All of them motherfuckers that did that shit, I think, was fraud. So why she the one to get persecuted for
She was
it?
the most popular.
She was, but
But
what?
it's just crazy. Like, oh, Miss Cleo was Trish on the other side of the office. She was just good at it. Fuck me now. All right.
I want you to just moan like Miss Cleo real quick.
Oh, yeah.
I'm surprised you did it.
Oh, me oxtail and rice and pea.
Rice and pea?
Rice and pea.
Ew.
Shove that oxtail in Miss Cleo.
She wasn't even Jamaican, huh?
Nope. That's what I'm saying. Everything else fell apart. Why not think like, oh, she might have been a sex phone operator?
The manipulation was at an all-time high.
I was fucking my wife in the...
Damn!
I was fucking my wife at the backseat of our car, and this guy on a bike rode by and looked in at us and gave me a thumbs up. I gave him a thumbs up back, and he rode off. Never told my wife. That's not that bad.
Yeah.
My high school girlfriend...
Unless he was just standing there like...
For a minute, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that thumbs up was
it was
this.
like, okay, I got my shit off.
My high school girlfriend was giving me head in her car outside my house. I was in the passenger seat. She was tucked down under the glove box. Petite woman. My good friend's sister and two random dudes just so happened to walk by. She noticed me sitting in the car but couldn't see what was going on. She starts begging me to step out and say hi. I just keep making shit excuses. The two dudes noticed what was going on and started laughing their asses off. I ended up giving his sister the bag of weed I had with me, knowing she would scurry away to go smoke. This core memory still keeps me up some nights.
This nigga had to give up the good fight.
Fuck. It's a good story. He could have just been like, I'm getting my dick sucked. Shame on the friends for knowing what was going on and not being like,
Right.
all right, let's
Yeah,
go.
come
on,
on.
chill out.
Shitty. That's how you know your friends ain't really your friends, when they won't help you get out of a pickle that they could have easily helped you get out of.
Right. Exactly. This one's a shorter one. I ate a donut off a guy's dick twice.
Was that a woman?
I would think so. It's Reddit. It's this little teddy bear with
A
hearts.
donut off of a dick is crazy. Twice? So you must have liked it the first time. Somebody liked it. How'd you do it? Was you like biting around until it fell off?
Well, it happened twice, so apparently it went well the first time.
Jesus.
This one seems crazy. Sex party story. One time in my apostrophe, I'm a man, by the way, 20s, I was at a sex party having a great time. I got very thirsty after some time in one of the rooms. I left fully naked, walking across the house towards the kitchen. I made it about 5 feet away from the fridge and water before a woman stopped me and started giving me head, which was all well and good, but more than anything, I was really thirsty.
Please don't tell me this nigga passed out.
At this point, a crowd had gathered to watch the spectacle. So now there was a human wall, and some dude I don't know locked eyes with me and was like, hell yeah, brother. I asked him to get me a glass of water. So while this girl was putting a show on using my appendage, this little dude ran off and brought me water, and I chugged it while getting head twice before she was done. I'll never forget his face of glee. He was like the pit crew in a NASCAR race. He was all about helping the team succeed.
Yeah, that's a good dude right there. That's a good dude.
I don't know if I could get water for a nigga getting his dick sucked. I don't think
You're at a sex party? Why not?
It ain't no way the head is that good. Get it your damn self. I'm not going, hey man, hydrate.
But everybody was surrounding him. He was like
A performer?
stuck like shit. I want some water more than I want this head, but I don't want to disappoint everybody that's around watching. So, brother, help a brother out. That's a good man.
All right, so.
You run the risk of doing that shit walking around naked. He should have ran.
Damn, this is fucked up. My first boyfriend and I had sex with... My first boyfriend I had sex with drew a very detailed nude pic of me and posted it on the internet. It gained a lot of attention. He didn't tell me this for many years. I have no idea where it is or what it could be under. I wish that I could find it. I was very sexy back then. Aw.
Damn. She didn't save it? Like,
She didn't even see it.
how she know it was of her then?
He told her. He said it went viral.
And he didn't show her? God damn. Like,
could
what's
at least
wrong with this
screenshot it
nigga? Like,
To show the numbers, like, damn, I
Right.
did 2 mil and it was a drawing.
she don't even know what it looked like. That's fucking crazy.
Okay, last one. Back home during COVID, I have the money to move out, but my parents don't care if I just save money and stay here. The only reason I haven't moved out yet is I've been hooking up with a neighborhood MILF for over 2 years now, and it's awesome. Shout out to my dog for insisting she gets pets from her. Shout out to my dog for insisting she gets pets from her from the first day we crossed paths walking around the neighborhood.
Okay, so she pets the dog.
The dog
Okay.
makes it a point. I guess that's how they met.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody said, "Who's a good wingman? You are."
The alley-oop.
The MILFs.
Mm.
The MILFs.
I wonder if his parents ever found out about it. Like,
I was like, get your ass out this house.
Right, Dad would be like,
yeah, horn dog.
yeah, let's go.
Mhm.
But Mom is like,
Mrs. Smithers down the street. Okay. Okay.
oh, shit. Jesus
All right.
Christ.
I was fucking my wife in the backseat.
Damn.
I just wanted to run that
Look,
back.
Same response.
I just wanted to run that back. I think the worst one was finding a ton, and ton was capitalized, a ton of websites in the browser history about using vegetables as sex toys. And then the next day, they're like, come help us with our carrot and cucumber dick garden.
Phallic shaped vegetables. Like, why y'all planting this now? Like, why these?
That's what's crazy. Like, were they growing it and was like, I could also stick this in my ass?
Mhm.
Or was it like, let's grow a bunch of stuff to stick in our ass? Because if there was a lot of browser history with that, they were very into that. So
I
it's
just
like,
hope they never,
Cross-contaminate.
repurposed the
make a
used
nice little
one.
a Greek salad with last night's fun.
Right. I mean, yeah, while they was out in the garden, I would have went in the room like, where the vegetables at? Because if it ain't none in there, what happened to it?
Man, what's up, Doc?
Now you got to check all the trash cans to see, like,
Mhm.
see if there's one withered up on the side.
Exactly. Oh, you guys made pickles? My butt did.
Right. Carrots.
Yeah, what's
Carrots,
a pickled carrot?
Yeah, it ain't. You gotta.
Someone told me
you gotta
like
steam it. You gotta
an
boil
eggplant
it.
was pickled carrots. I'd be like, oh. I feel like it could turn into something completely different.
Carrots
like
do
bok
get
choy.
soft. Carrots do get soft, but
Turn it
takes
into
a
that
really,
bok choy.
really long time.
All right, you guys. It's been another episode of Cucumbers and Carrots. Thanks for watching with us. We'll see you next time.